Alright, here we go again. And this is probably the hardest video I've ever had to make. But this is the reason why I started all these cheater videos, and I do still have more to share. But we'll get to that barbarian I talked about last video another time. Today we're doing something a little more sinister, and it really sucks to do. And trust me when I say this, I'm doing this because I love the game. I just want to play Dark and Darker, but this happened. I've spent days and weeks thinking about this. Please form your own opinion. My opinion is, there's a content creator who's not being honest with you all. Someone who's generated over 300,000 views since this moment. How did that guy know he was there? And this is what kicked off all this stuff. I want to know what cheating actually looked like, because this happens to be a very large creator in the Dark and Darker space. So we're going to do some quick little spectating to see what we can find. He notices a kill, top right. Couple modules away. Perfect third party. I will show these later with audio. I'm just kind of setting the stage for the stuff that it just doesn't make sense. Looks at the corner, rushes to loot this guy, actually doesn't finish looting him, finds a ranger in the room he was looking at. Amazing. Perfect cut. We don't even get to see where this rogue come from. Finds a rogue invis. Happens a lot. Looks at the wall. Wonder where he's going. There's a player, module and a half over, he wants to fight. Everyone's insanely geared. And this warlock, this looks like a whole bunch of stuff out of context. Yeah, he did not know the warlock was there. It's kind of just like on a whim. He's finding people in invis all the time. There was so much crazy, odd behavior in every game. I can't really share it all. I'll share a lot in a bit. But I gotta show you this first. This is what convinced me he was aimbotting too. The panther form transformation drags his whole aimer with it. Perfect little shift. And if that's not aimbotting, I don't know what is. And this is when I realized, okay, maybe I do need to share this. At first I thought it was just ESP. Then I come to realize after spectating, going through like 30, 40 hours of footage, there's a lot more to this than I thought. So, this all began in just a normal game of Dark and Dark. I was just playing the game, trying to record a video of my spear builds, and I got killed by a content creator. I was honestly annoyed at myself. I was like, damn, I really wish I had won that engagement. It would have been awesome to include in my video. Someone I'm directly competing against for YouTube views and whatever, right? And I noticed something. While watching the content back, I noticed this rogue was still alive. And up until this point, the individual had cleared almost the entire lobby. And forgive me for this audio, I'm watching the fight back on my other monitor because I don't understand how my longbow missed. And I was a little bit frustrated by this because it ruined my video. And you may be thinking, okay, this is some sort of witch hunt. But I was just kind of impressed that I got to fight another content creator and go toe-to-toe with a player I respected at the time. Someone I thought, damn, if I could beat this guy, that'd be really cool. And here we are. This rogue repositions a few times. I'm still watching the fight in the background, obviously. Not really paying too much attention to all this stuff that's happening. And then I'm starting to kind of realize, damn, this rogue could kill this guy. This would be crazy if it happened. I'd love to see it. Come storming through the room. No hesitations until right now. Pulls out his daggers, jiggles, backs away, and jumps around the perfect spot where this rogue was. And I watched this 100 times, it must have been, because I just couldn't explain it. I rewatched this game 100 times, it felt like, because I was just so convinced. Like, how could this be happening? How could this be happening? And we'll see it again. And trust me when I say it hurts to do this. It really does. I don't really get any enjoyment out of any of this that's going on. It sucks. But I waited patiently to see if it was going to be included in their upcoming video. And it wasn't.
Never mind. Yep. Damn, bro. Holy fuck.
Say my name.
Alright, so it seemed like the homie did take most of this.
It became personal with me.
Quickly.
Didn't say my name, which I was kind of sad about.
Into the next one.
But he skips that entire engagement. So then it was time to get to the bottom of this. And I became super suspicious. So many reads and callouts and so many bits of information that just weren't adding up with what I was seeing in the videos. And sure, maybe he's cutting stuff and not elaborating on it, whatever. But it just doesn't happen this consistently across that many videos for it not to be really sus. And I wasn't the only one that had suspicions. This guy had a pinned comment, which he got publicly shamed for, about potential aimbotting and hacking. And then I go back months to find this video. where he actually showcases his aim and how good it is. But if you watch closely, it's snapping to the target the second that Francisca axe is released. And this happens a lot. And you might be saying, well, he misses. But yes, there's travel time on the Frannies, so the aimbot puts it center, but players do move. And you'll see a lot of times, like this wizard isn't moving. He was going to miss. Very likely going to miss this. And it drags it into it. And this one is the pièce de résistance. Oh, this one is bad. And you see it right there. There's 100 more of these guys. 360 rotates into what? I don't know why that Franny locked into that position, but if you watch a little further ahead,
No.
there's a player hiding behind the pillar.
The homie
Yeah.
have
You'll see him in a second. Trust me, I went through this all. He is there, hiding behind the pillar, and whatever reason that Franny, he must have misclicked, needed somebody to lock onto. Now, this also happens in melee combat, because I was really surprised by Chris Dagger never missing. I always seem to miss with the Chris Dagger. Watch this. Aiming from left to right. The aim is actually going to the side and then re-dragging back center. Look, he's way off here. And boom. Snaps back just to finish those last couple hits off. This happens consistently. And you guys could probably find your own examples of this. You don't need me to do it for you. But trust me when I say I probably supported a lot of ad revenue on this channel by the amount I was watching this. Boom, perfect. I don't know how you could make those adjustments at that type of speed. And obviously the adjustments he's making are pushing him off center quite often, as you saw there. And then when it hits, it's going back center. It is consistent. And I'm not like some hack detector guy. I'm just a guy that basically lives in the woods and loves gaming. So don't take this from me. I really wanted this to be dealt with in other ways. It just hasn't been. And it really pisses me off that people are playing against these guys and losing, or if there's other creators that have a lot of respect for these individuals, and they're being somewhat made fools of. It's unfortunate. I felt, like I said, I felt a lot of respect towards this individual, and I even defended them multiple times on stream whenever Reddit was having their issues with their titles and whatnot. But this was the first Franny I witnessed where I was like, damn, this is kind of weird. And if you watch this at full speed, it looks like it's going to miss, right? And then snaps towards him. And you watch this at full speed and wonder, how the heck did he readjust that quickly?
Okay, that was a headshot, I think.
Just impossible in my opinion. But this is just my opinion. Please form your own.
Have someone fighting here.
Gameplay situation. Here's audio on the left.
Be careful.
Backs up for whatever reason, draws his weapon, and then sees the lights go out. And then the rest of this is just normal from what I've watched now. It doesn't even shock me anymore. He knows this guy here. You can watch the source audio. It may be gone by this point. I don't know. But there's no steps. There was nothing. There was nothing to indicate a player was there, and he was already reacting to someone coming into this room and creeping behind that pillar. You just can't do that.
Yeah, he also saw
it just doesn't happen in this game to have that much knowledge. Not only that, the amount of times I've heard them discuss the gear that players have, the skills and perks the players have, how close the player is to death, how many more hits it's going to take. All this information is being used to their benefit. And it's noticeable once you start looking for it. Here it is again. There's no audio here. And I apologize I can't show you the source audio perfectly clean. I do not want to get just completely DMCA'd. I do need to present this case and voiceover. But there's a lot of situations here where this happened. And it hurts. It sucks. It's kind of depressing even making this video, but I'm tired of sitting on this. Like I said earlier, here's a really good example. Kill in the kill feed.
Just killed the homie and then he died to a rogue.
Somebody died off in the corner of the map. Look at the pathing. Just watch this pathing for me, please.
Assume that's the homie with...
Takes a little glance to the left. Here's someone fighting Cyclops. Not interested at all.
The last time I saw Barbarian was Staus.
There was no Barbarian in the video.
That I just fought.
None. And the Warlock he just fought, yes, he did fight a Warlock, but that was a couple modules away.
Let's see if they're there.
perfectly picks this door. Sure, I
have
guess
a
he's going
chance
through an
to
open
catch
door,
off guard a homie who just
but
took
it's
a
so
part of his
convenient.
third party,
And it starts to become
and
so
I
obvious
would
when you
assume
start
he's
looking for
looting now
it.
or something.
It frustrates the hell to me that it's gone on this long,
Oh,
but
here we go.
it is what it is.
I hope he didn't see me.
Wow, imagine. Perfectly rounding the corner, killing the guy
Got
that
you, brother.
got a kill in the kill feed while he was looting the
Alright, let's
most
see what the
geared
rope
players
is.
in the lobby.
Green
This
slides.
happens
Thank you.
a lot. And I didn't even watch all his content, but trust me when I say I watched a lot of it. And just for another perspective on this, and the fact that this video is about a year old,
Yeah, that guy just killed the troll.
almost a
That guy
perfect
just killed the
third
troll. He
party.
just killed the troll.
Not
He just
surprising.
killed the troll.
Spamming Let's Be Friends, wants to
just
be
killed the
friends was
troll.
so bad. So obviously
Holy
this
fuck, you
rogue
missed,
has
you
something
missed,
he
you missed.
desperately
Yeah, I'll play you.
wants.
I'm gonna get him.
And you'll hear it in a second, but
Brother
just
Rogue,
another one of these
Rogue.
situations with
He's
just
too
too
fast.
much
Get back
information,
up here.
in my
Quickly.
opinion. And yeah, it can be minor, and people may think it's just a,
He's
well, he
double
just
jumping, he's
spectated him
fucking
in the lobby.
insane.
He could have. But this happens in every lobby, and
Should've had
every
that
time
with
I
my
see
weapon
it,
out.
he's hunting the most geared players. Every time.
That guy's insane.
He's so convinced, and he gets really, really mad because So Bad turns on him. Actually tells him to fuck off.
You fuck on me.
So this is just like some of the behavior from a long time ago. So I don't know how long this has been going on for, but my assumption is a long time. This video, he tracks this rogue around almost the entire game.
No, this is...
Right
this
from
is
the
the whole
start,
day.
with a lot of careful edits and whatnot. And the guy himself even calls him a weirdo. Like, dude, like,
Just gonna quickly
leave me
close the
alone.
door.
Like, what the hell are you doing? He finds him in the dark, everything.
Good move.
And now this is the video
That actually
that
hit
I'm
me.
in just to, like, finish this one off. I played this game,
Oh,
I was part of this game, and every time I pressured or felt like I had an opportunity,
That's unacceptable.
I was just getting outplayed, outmaneuvered constantly. I'm not saying I'm
Oh,
a
he
pro
doesn't.
gamer, but I just
Looks like he's
couldn't
saying something.
ever apply pressure. And even in this moment, I
That's
thought it was
typical
strange.
behavior.
Why are the rogues here ready to third party? And why he didn't take his opportunity? Well, I'm wearing like a
Interesting.
1000G budget kit for one of my build
One of them
guides.
went down.
And that guy's
I can
wearing
try to
nothing, which
soak
he
around
alludes to in the video
fight with
multiple
him.
times. We don't know how he knows this, but he knows that guy has nothing. And then
Yeah,
I
think
thought it was strange
they
this
went to
point.
Troll's room. To the right here. Oh fuck, another guy to the left.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, and this rogue.
Imagine,
This
he
rogue is good,
finds
by the way.
the geared player that he was waiting for the whole time. He was not interested in us
Not
at all.
overly geared, but kind of geared.
And this was consistent across the whole game.
I remember he
Every
had, like,
time
40 health or
was
something.
perfect
It was,
timing,
wolf hunter,
gets a
I guess.
kill, perfect timing. There was probably 3 or 4 different occasions where he was third partying a fight that I just couldn't get involved with or
daggers
couldn't
are
pressure
another
him.
point.
And honestly, in my opinion,
well.
this video was one of the like lesser
No, I legit gotta get
obvious
that
ones, I would say. Just in the game, it felt unnatural, and I was suspicious. Didn't really know what to think of it. I just thought he was just an extremely skilled player. Until, you know, like I said earlier, this is the moment that kind of changed things for me and why I started making a lot of this content. I did not know this was going to lead to this, but thankfully, spectator mode came up clutch. And I'm sure there'll be people that suggest none of this stuff is legit, nothing matters. If this content is still there and still available, just watch it. And ask your own questions, form your own opinions. I never really intended for my content to turn into this, but I really feel like I would be doing a disservice to the other players of Dark and Darker and other gamers who are making content if I didn't at least express my opinions and showcase some of the reasons why I think this is wrong. So, I apologize to Iron Mace or whatever if this forces their hand and maybe makes their war on anti-cheat more difficult. I apologize. I really do. I brought this hypothetical question up to a lot of other content creators, and I got pretty much mixed reactions. So I'm kind of going out on a limb here and just hoping this is well received and that it does help this game in the long run. I don't know if it will. I have no idea what the reaction will be to this. I just can't go live or talk about Dark and Darker or talk about this cheater situation and not be able to talk about this. So, that's where I'm going to end it today. Thank you all so much. I wish you the best of luck in there. I hope this was enlightening. I hope you guys learned something from this. And I'll see you in the next one. where we try to track down more cheaters.